Yo, 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 yo. Fuck all in it.
Yeah, 3 a.m. and the block goes still. Only sound is the wind on the hill. Street light buzz where the shadows crawl. Concrete cold and it swallow us all. Smoke off the vent in the frozen air. Ghosts are the ones who used to be there. Every closed door, hold a story untold. Dead hour hit and the night turned cold. Footsteps echo down an empty lane. Rain slick brick, hold the old blood stain. We move slow, but the heart stay bold. Dead hour, and we breaking the mold. Dead hour when the city sleep. Dead hour when the city sleep. Bass in the dark and the shadows creep. Even when the cold cut through the soul, we keep moving. Dead hour. We keep moving. Dead hour.
Where the star live?
Corner store gate pulled halfway down. Nobody left in the sleeping town. Just the hum of a passing train. Carrying echoes of the old school pain. Neon flicker on a puddle deep. Promises the streets and the young hearts keep. Every long night that I paid in full. Dead hour, but I'm never dull. Cracked up sidewalk where the weeds grow. Roots in the block that the old heads know. Grinding in the dark till the story told. Dead hour, and we breaking the mold. Dead hour when the city sleep. Dead hour when the city sleep. Big bass in the dark and the shadows creep. Even when the cold cut through the soul, we keep moving. Dead hour. We keep moving. Dead hour.
Where the star live?
Last light dying on the boulevard. Every mile earned, and the road stay hard. But I hold the line where the weak men fold. Strength in the silence that the streets uphold. Dawn ain't close, but the fire stay lit. Never been the type to just up and quit. One more breath for the night unfold. Dead hour, and my heart pure gold. Dead hour when the city sleep. Dead hour when the city sleep. Big bass in the dark and the shadows creep. Even when the cold cut through the soul, we keep moving. Dead hour. We keep moving. Dead hour. What is our way? Get out. Ball, baby. Get out. What is our way? Get out. Get out.
Still here. Always.
Crown made of concrete, throne made of stone. Ruled this block that I call my own. No red carpet, just a cracked up ground. Kings of the back street, that's how we crown. Old brick castle with the busted gate. Built on the hustle and the heavyweight. Every scar a jewel that the struggle brings. We the Backstreet, we the Backstreet Kings. Chrome on the wheel and the engine roar. Loyalty deeper than the days of yore. Fist to the sky when the anthem rings. We're the Backstreet, we the Backstreet Kings. Backstreet Kings in the dead of night. Ruling the dark with a hard-won light. Even when the whole world turned cold, we stand cold. Backstreet Kings. No silver spoon in the mouth we fed. Earned every crumb of the daily bread. Palace of shadows where the real ones dwell. Story of the come up that the walls could tell. Brothers on the corner like a round table court. Riding for the crew, never selling short. Trust is the treasure that the loyalty brings. We the Backstreet, we the Backstreet Kings. Battle tested soldiers of the concrete war. Standing on the same block we stood before. Weathered every winter that the cold wind stings. We the Backstreet, we the Backstreet Kings. Backstreet Kings in the dead of night. Ruling the dark with a hard-won light. Even when the whole world turned cold, stand tall. Backstreet Kings. Backstreet Kings. Legacy carved involved in the alley war. Names of the crew who don't never fall. Throne stay standing though the empire old. Built on the loyalty, not the gold. Sun coming up, but we own the night. Ruling the shadows with a steady light. Long live the block and the code it brings. We the Backstreet, we the Backstreet Kings. Backstreet Kings in the dead of night. Ruling the dark with a hard-won light. Even when the whole world turned cold. Stand tall. Backstreet Kings. The Backstreet Kings. Backstreet Kings. Forever, 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 forever. Backstreet Kings. Yeah. Get it out. Get it out. Rain coming down on the avenue slow. Street lights bleed in the puddle below. Umbrella broke, so I walk in the wet. Carrying weight that I can't forget. Gotta run heavy with the city's tears. Washing away all the wasted years. Neon reflection in the shade of blue. Rain falling soft on the avenue. Every drop of memory I hold. Story of the summers that done turned cold. Soaked to the bone, but I'm pushing through. Rain falling soft on the avenue. Rain on the avenue, washing me clean. Gray in the sky and the streets between. Even when the storm wanna break me down, I keep walking. I keep walking. Rain on the avenue. Rain on the avenue. Yeah. Taxi lights smear in the falling mist. Names of the ones that the years dismiss. Shop windows glow with a lonely shine. Walking through the rain on the borderline. Puddle catch the light of a dying sign. Every step a verse in the storyline. Cold water running but the heart stay true. Rain falling soft on the avenue. Thunder in the distance like an old school beat. Rhythm of the rain on the empty street. Ghosts in the doorway that I once knew. Rain falling soft on the avenue. Rain on the avenue, washing me clean. Gray in the sky and the streets between. Even when the storm wanna break me down, I keep walking. I keep walking. Rain on the avenue. Rain on the avenue. Clouds break open and the gray turn gold. Rain slowing down as the story told. Every tear the sky let go tonight. Left the pavement shining in the morning light. Storm move on, but the lessons stay. Washed all the doubt of the past away. Stepping forward with a point of view. Sun coming up on the avenue. Rain on the avenue, washing me clean. Gray in the sky and the streets between. Even when the storm wanna break me down, I keep walking. I keep walking. Rain on the avenue. Rain on the avenue. Let's talk. Keep walking. Rain on the avenue. Always. Concrete winner. You wanna ride in the cold wind blow. You wanna ride in the cold wind blow. Probably wanna ride in the cold wind blow. In the cold wind blow. Cold wind cut through the concrete maze. Frozen breath in the street light haze. Snow on the corner where the hustlers stand. Ice in the veins of the promised land. Steam rising up from the sewer grate. Winter don't care about the love or hate. Bundled up tight but the grind don't slow. Concrete winter and the cold wind blow. Frost on the window of the corner store. Same cold block that I knew before. Every frozen night that I had to grow. Concrete winter and the cold wind blow. Concrete winter freeze my bones. Cold-blooded city made of steel and stones. Even when the frost cut deep inside, I keep moving. Concrete winter, concrete winter.
in the snow, leave a lonely track. Long road forward and there's no way back. Icicle hang off the fire escape. Cold season teach me how to shape. Numb in the fingers but the heart stay warm. Weathering every single winter storm. Hard times harden like the ice and snow. Concrete winter and the cold wind blow. Breathe in the air like a smoke-filled cloud. Quiet in the streets but the pride stay loud. Surviving the freeze that the weak don't know. Concrete winter and the cold wind blow. Concrete winter, freeze my bones. Cold-blooded city made of steel and stones. Even when the frost cut deep inside, I keep moving. Concrete winter, concrete winter, concrete winter, concrete winter, 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 winter. Springfield far, but I hold the line. Warmth in the memory of the summertime. Every frozen mile just sharpen the wheel. Standing on the block, I'm standing still. Sun breaking weak through the winter gray. Melting the ice of a colder day. One more season that I had to know. Concrete winter and the cold wind blow. Concrete winter, freeze my bones. Cold-blooded city made of steel and stones. Even when the frost cut deep inside, I keep moving. Concrete winter, concrete winter, winter, winter. Concrete winter, 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 concrete winter, 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 winter. Still standing. Concrete winter, 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 winter. Weather is through it. Preaching the truth from the corner store step. Wisdom in the words that the old head kept. Newspaper crown and a paper cup grown. Prophet of the block speaking truth alone. Every young soul come and sit a while, learning from the pain in the old man's smile. Stories of the come up that the years done showed. Corner store prophet on the cold hard road. Coffee gone cold but the message hot. Teaching every lesson that the school forgot. Gospel of the struggle that the streets bestowed. Corner store prophet on the cold hard road. Corner store prophet, speak the truth. Wisdom of the block for the restless youth. Even when nobody wanna hear the sound, he keep preaching. Corner store prophet, corner store prophet. Speak the truth. Wisdom of the block for the restless youth. Even when nobody wanna hear the sound, he keep preaching. Corner store prophet, prophet, prophet. Speak the truth. The shit up, the shit up, the shit up. Faded old cap and the knowing eye. Seen every soul on the block go by. Watching the young ones repeat the same. Trying to break the cycle of the losing game. Hands tell a story of a life going rough. Voice like gravel but the love stay tough. Planting every seed that the future owed. Corner store prophet on the cold hard road. Never had a pulpit or a Sunday choir. Just a milk crate seat and a heart on fire. Truth in the wrinkles that the time had sold. Corner store prophet on the cold hard road. Corner store prophet, speak the truth. Wisdom of the block for the restless youth. Even when nobody wanna hear the sound, he keep preaching. Corner store prophet, corner store prophet. Speak the truth. Wisdom of the block for the restless youth. Even when nobody wanna hear the sound, he keep preaching. Corner store prophet, prophet, speak the truth. One day the step gonna sit alone. Empty paper cup where the prophet shone. But the words live on in the ones he taught. Every hard lesson that the old man brought. Legacy carried in the young one's stride. Wisdom of the corner never gonna die. Gifts full of the block forever flow. Corner store prophet on the cold hard road. Corner store prophet, speak the truth. Wisdom of the block for the restless youth. Even when nobody wanna hear the sound, he keep preaching. Corner store prophet, corner store prophet. Speak the truth. Wisdom of the block for the restless youth. Even when nobody wanna hear the sound, he keep preaching. Corner store prophet, prophet, prophet. Corner store prophet, prophet, prophet. Corner store prophet, prophet, prophet. Corner store prophet. Nigga, forever.
Sitting on the iron where the city breathe. Fire escape view of the streets beneath. Rusty old ladder to a higher ground. Peace in the noise of the concrete sound. Cigarette glow in the evening dark. Watching every light of the city spark. Metal underneath me, cold and gray. Fire escape dreams at the end of the day. Laundry line hanging across the alley wide. Stories of the tenants living side by side. Refuge from the world down below the fray. Fire escape dreams at the end of the day.
Fire escape, my quiet throne. Iron and rust where I sit alone. Even when the whole world scream and shout, I find peace here. Fire escape.
Kids playing stick ball on the street down there. Old lady watching from the window chair. City symphony of the horns and calls. Life playing out on the concrete walls. Sunset paint the brick in a golden shade. Memories of every plan I made. Higher than the trouble and the debts I pay. Fire escape dreams at the end of the day. Pigeon take off from the ledge nearby. Wings cutting clean through the evening sky. Wish I could fly, but I'm here to stay. Fire escape dreams at the end of the day.
Fire escape, my quiet throne. Iron and rust where I sit alone.
Even when the whole world scream and shout, I find peace here. I find escape. Stars coming out over rooftop lines. Peace in the dark where the city shines. Every worry small from this high place. Breathing easy in my fire escape. Night settle in like an old school friend. Quiet on the iron where the day now ends. Grateful for the calm at the close of play. Fire escape dreams at the end of the day.
Fire escape, my quiet throne. Iron and rust where I sit alone.
Even when the whole world scream and shout, I find peace here.
Fire escape.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
Always.
Neon sign flicker with a broke down glow. Pawn shop window on the Avenue Road. Gold chains hanging where the dreams got sold. Every piece of story that the block done told. Old man's watch and a wedding ring. Traded for $1 and a bit of sting. Behind the glass where the memories froze. Pawn shop blues and the city's woes. Guitar in the corner, never gonna play. Hot by a soul who had bills to pay. Everything got a price that the heartache chose. Pawn shop blues and the city's woes.
Pawn shop blues, sold my soul. Traded every dream just to make me whole. Even when I gave away the things I love, I keep pushing. Pawn shop blues.
Dusty old trumpet that a legend blew. Now it's just a relic that the light shine through. Wedding band resting where the love ran cold. Story of a lifetime just bought and sold. Every ticket stub a forgotten day. Handed to the counter just to walk away. Dignity pawn for the rent I owe. Pawn shop blues in the city's woes. Cash in the hand but it never lasts. Selling off the pieces of a golden past. Broke man's bank when the money's low. Pawn shop blues in the city's woes.
Pawn shop blues, sold my soul. Traded every dream just to make me whole. Even when I gave away the things I love, I keep pushing. Pawn shop blues.
No matter way to welcome out. No matter way to No matter what.
One day I'm coming back to claim my own. Buy back every piece that the hard times loan. Gold gonna shine on my neck again. Story of a comeback with a righteous sin. Ticket in my pocket and the dream reborn. Rising from the ashes of the days I mourn. Reclaiming every treasure that the struggle froze. Pawn shop blues, but I chose to grow.
Pawn shop blues, sold my soul. Traded every dream just to make me whole. Even when I gave away the things I love, I keep pushing. Pawn shop blues. Pawn shop blues.
By the way, the
Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Concrete arch where the shadows sleep. Under the bridge where the secrets keep. Traffic coming on the road above. Cold stone shelter with a little love. On fire in a barrel where the lost ones stand. Warming up cold in the promised land. Echoes bouncing off the steel and stone. Under the bridge where I'm never alone. Cardboard palace and a blanket then. Stories of the ones who done gave in. River running slow with a forgotten Rome. Under the bridge that I call my home. Under the bridge, out the rain. Shelter for the soul in the quiet pain. Even when the world done turned away, we survive here. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Painted up wall with the tags and names. History rolled in the spray of flames. Every lost brother got a story here. Whispered in the dark where the shadows peer. Train rumbled over like a thunder roll. Oh, shaking the dust of a weary soul. Concrete cathedral where the humble roam. Under the bridge that I call my home. Nighttime cold but the fire stayed bright. Brothers on the ground sharing out the light. No man judged by the seeds he'd sown. Under the bridge where the truth is known. Under the bridge, out the rain. Shelter for the soul in the quiet pain. Even when the world done turned away, we survive here. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. One day I'm climbing up the road above. Back to the world and the life I love. But I won't forget where the cold nights led. Under the bridge where I made my bed. Every soul down here got a name and face. Human in the shadow of a hard luck place. Rising from the dark where the river flowed. Under the bridge but I hit the road. Under the bridge, out the rain. Shelter for the soul in the quiet pain. Even when the world done turned away, we survive here. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Still here. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Still here. Always. Blackout block. Blackout block. Power went down on the whole east side. Candlelight flicker where the families hide. Street light dead and the traffic still. Darkness creeping over every hill. Radio humming on a battery low. Neighbors on the stoop with nowhere to go. Whole block quiet in the pitch black night. Blackout block with no city light. Blackout block that we never seen. Hidden by the glow of the city sheen. Beauty in
the dark when the grid go tight. Blackout block with no city light. Blackout block, the city dark. Only thing burning is the human spark. Even when the power all gone dead, we stay lit up. Blackout block. Grill fired up on the sidewalk stone, sharing out the food so nobody alone. Community rising when the lights go out. That's what the struggle really bout. Kids telling stories in the flashlight beam, closer in the dark than we ever seen. Bonded by the black of the endless night. Blackout block with no city light. Blackout block. And about the days of old, warmer in the dark than the world stay cold. Realer when the power lose the fight. Blackout block with no city light. Blackout block, the city dark. Only thing burning is the human spark. Even when the power all going dead, we stay lit up. Blackout block. Morning coming, the grid come back. Lights flick on down the railroad track. But we won't forget what the darkness taught. Realest connection that the black night brought. City wake up like it never stopped. Back to the grind and the endless clock. But my soul remember the candlelight. Blackout block on that darkest night. The city dark. The only thing burning is the human spark. Even when the power all going dead, we stay lit up. Blackout block. Blackout block. Blackout block. Black Joe block. Dead still shining. Always.
Fill the steel with the verse to the Rooftop ashes.
Up on the roof where the tar paper worn, watching the smoke of a new day born. Ashtray full of the nights gone by, staring at the gray of the city sky. Cigarette burned to a fading glow, memories drifting where the cold winds blow. Ashes falling soft on the concrete stone. Rooftop ashes and I'm here alone. Water tower loom like an old school guard. Pigeon circling round the tenement yard. Higher than the trouble that I left below. Rooftop ashes where the embers glow.
Rooftop ashes, drifting slow, burning up the past that I let go. Even when the smoke sting my eyes, I keep breathing. Rooftop ashes, drifting slow, burning up the past that I let go. Even when the smoke sting my eyes, I keep breathing. Rooftop ashes.
Sun going down on the skyline wide. Orange in the gray where the dreams collide. Every burnt out butt was a wasted day, blowing in the wind as it fades away. Ledge of the building where I sit and think. Whole life balanced on a razor's brink. Higher than the noise of the streets below. Rooftop ashes where the embers glow. City lights blink like a distant star. Dreaming of the man that I really are. Rising from the ash of the seeds I sow. Rooftop ashes where the embers glow.
Rooftop ash, drifting slow, burning up the past that I let go. Even when the smoke sting my eyes, I keep breathing. Rooftop ashes, drifting slow, burning up the past that I let go. Even when the smoke sting my eyes, I keep breathing. Rooftop ashes. Rooftop ashes. Rooftop ashes.
Always rooftop ashes. Last cigarette and I stub it out. Done with the doubt and the wasted route. Phoenix in the making from the ash and flame. Ready for the world and I own my name. Climbing back down to the streets I know. Different man than the one below. Reborn from the embers where the fire glow. Rooftop ashes and I'm ready to go.
Rooftop ashes, drifting slow, burning up the past that I let go. Even when the smoke sting my eyes, I keep breathing. Rooftop ashes, drifting slow, burning up the past that I let go. Even when the smoke sting my eyes, I keep breathing. Rooftop ashes. ashes. Rooftop ashes. Always rooftop ashes, 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 ashes.
Rise up. Down in the tunnel where the cold air blow. Waiting on a train that be running slow. Flickering light on the platform gray. Subway ghosts of a yesterday. Rumble in the dark like a distant drum. Faces in the crowd that I used to know some. Rush of the wind when the cars roll through. Subway ghosts and the midnight blue. Graffiti scream on the passing train. Colors bleeding through the window pane. Every station hold a memory too. Subway ghosts and the midnight blue. Subway ghosts in the underground. Riders in the dark with a lonely sound. Even when the tunnel feel like a tomb, I keep riding. Subway ghosts. Subway ghosts. Subway ghosts. Token in the turnstile of a bygone age. Riding through the city like a caged bird's cage. Homeless soul asleep on the corner seat. Rocking with the rhythm of the iron beat. Doors slide open and they slide right back. Life on the rails of the endless track. Strangers passing through like the ghosts they knew. Subway ghosts and the midnight blue. Busker playing sax for a scattered dime. Echo of the music through the tunnel time. Every rider carry what the day done drew. Subway ghosts in the midnight blue. Subway ghosts in the underground. Riders in the dark with a lonely sound. Even when the tunnel feel like a tomb, I keep riding. Subway ghosts in the underground. Riders in the dark with a lonely sound. Even when the tunnel feel like a tomb, I keep riding. Subway ghosts. My stop coming up and I rise to stand. Step into the platform of the promised land. Climbing to the light of the streets above. Leaving all the ghosts in the tunnel love. Fresh air hit like a brand new start. City in my lungs and the beat in my heart. Rising from the dark where the cold winds blew. Subway ghosts, but I'm breaking through. Subway ghosts in the underground. Riders in the dark with a lonely sound. Even when the tunnel feel like a tomb, I keep riding. Always.
Last Bodega. Keep it lit. Last Bodega.
Corner light glow at 3:15. Last Bodega where the block run free. Cat on the counter and the coffee hot. Only spot open on the whole damn lot. Lottery dreams on a scratch-off ticket. Cold cut sandwich that the old man will fix it. Neon open in the window bright. Last Bodega on the coldest night. Shelves stacked high with a little of all. Refuge from the dark when the city fall. Home away from home in the pale moonlight. Last Bodega on the coldest night.
Last Bodega, keep the light on. Open when the rest of the world done gone. Even when the block get cold and gray, stay open. Last Bodega, keep the light on. Open when the rest of the world done gone. Even when the block get cold and gray, stay open.
Owner know my name and he know my order. Been here since I was a young block hoarder. Watch me grow up from a corner kid. Kept it real with me through everything I did. Bell on the door, ring a welcome sound. Safest little spot on the whole east side of town. Family in the aisle by the candlelight. Last Bodega on the coldest night. Struggle come and go, but the store remains. Weather in the seasons and the hurricane. Ain't God a block when the times ain't right. Last Last bodega on the coldest night.
Last bodega, keep the light on. Open when the rest of the world done gone. Even when the block get cold and gray, it stay open. Last bodega, keep the light on. Open when the rest of the world done gone. Even when the block get cold and gray, it stay open.
One day the block gonna change its face. New building rising in the old school place, but I pray the bodega keep its ground. Realest little corner that I ever found. Cat still sleeping where the counter warm. New generation of the block get born. Legacy glowing in the neon light. Last bodega on the coldest night.
Last bodega, keep the light on. Open when the rest of the world done gone. Even when the block get cold and gray, it stay open. Last bodega, keep the light on. Open when the rest of the world done gone. Even when the block get cold and gray, it stay open. Last bodega.
Keep it lit. Keep it lit. Always.
No one rise hustle. No one rise hustle. No one rise. No one rise. No one rise.
First like crack on the tenement wall. Rise for the sun, for the roosters call. Cold coffee gulp and I hit the street. Grinding for the city, even find his feet. Newspaper truck on the empty road. Delivering the weight of the daily load. Early bird working when the world's still slow. Sunrise hustle for the cold winds blow. Lunch pail packed and the boots laced tight. Chasing down a dream for the morning light. Every dawn a battle that I gotta go. Sunrise hustle for the cold winds blow.
Sunrise hustle, beat the sun. Working on the grind for the day begun. Even when my body wanna stay in bed, I keep rising.
Sunrise hustle.
Sunrise hustle, beat the sun. Working on the grind for the day begun. Even when my body wanna stay in bed, I keep rising.
Sunrise hustle.
Bakery light where the bread rise warm.
Sunrise hustle.
Bakery light where the bread rise warm.
No one rise.
Bakery light where the bread rise warm. Working through the calm and the coming storm. Bus stop cold with the working crowd. Silent soldier standing tired but proud. Every callus tell a story true. Honest sweat on the morning dew. Building up a life from the ground below. Sunrise hustle for the cold winds blow. Clock in early for the boss arrive. Doing what I gotta just to stay alive. Diamond in the making from the daily growth. Sunrise hustle for the cold winds blow.
Sunrise hustle, beat the sun. Working on the grind for the day begun. Even when my body wanna stay in bed, I keep rising.
Sunrise hustle.
Sunrise hustle, beat the sun. Working on the grind for the day begun. Even when my body wanna stay in bed, I keep rising.
Sunrise hustle.
Rise hustle.
Sun break full over the city gray. Made it through another working day's way. Every dawn I conquered made me strong. Proving all the doubters dead wrong. Payday coming for the grind I gave. Building up a future that the hustle saved. Rising with the sun till my empire grow. Sunrise hustle, watch a real one glow.
Sunrise hustle, beat the sun. Working on the grind for the day begun. Even when my body wanna stay in bed, I keep rising.
Sunrise hustle.
Sunrise hustle, beat the sun. Working on the grind for the day begun. Even when my body wanna stay in bed, I keep rising.
Sunrise hustle.
Sunrise hustle. Rise hustle. Rise and grind. Always hustle. Always. Rise hustle.